I feel really good about our chances to make everything okay. And I'm coming to the conclusion that it perhaps took what happened in November of 2016 to really wake us up to what is important, what we have to work for, what we have to fight for, what's on the line, and what we are accountable for based on what we do or do not do. Imagine the fifth grader 10 years from now reading in his history book about what happened when the President of the United States proposed to build a 2,000-mile, 30-foot-high, pure concrete wall from Brownsville, Texas to San Diego, California. And he's going to be reading, or she's going to be reading, about how the U.S.-Mexico border had never been more secure. We had the lowest levels of northbound apprehensions in anyone's living memory in this room. And those that we are apprehending are very often children, frightened, leaving the most horrific brutality and violence that any of us can imagine in the Northern Triangle of Central America. If they are lucky, and very lucky, they're there with their mothers. Far too often they're there alone or in the hands of the coyotes or smugglers who've taken them the 1,000-mile length on La Bestia on top of this train, and where they are prey to the worst predators that you can imagine along the way. If they're lucky, they present themselves here at the front door of the United States in Texas, where we have an opportunity to do the right thing for them, the right thing by the best traditions of this state and this country, and the right thing that will help explain how we are such a safe, strong, successful, secure country and state. Imagine that fifth grader reading about that, and then what concludes the paragraph. Did they allow it to happen, the wall, the turning away refugees and asylum seekers? Or did this country come together at the moment it was tested and do the right thing? And does it have a happy ending? It's up to us. It really is. You are like me because you're here right now. And let me actually take a step back. You may have just been here anyhow having coffee and I walked in. In the case that you came out to be part of this, you feel like I do or like Amy does. And we're thinking about our kids and our conscience and the future and the generations that follow and how we are going to answer their questions about the wall, about the fact that the president has proposed banning all Muslims from this country. I cannot think of anything less American. Or last night, move forward with an executive order that would ban the service of transgender service members who have served for generations, saved countless lives, put their lives on the line. And by the way, should you have any concern, the slightest concern about its impact on our military readiness, it has been studied to death by the Department of Defense and the RAND Corporation, and they have not only found that it doesn't negatively affect our readiness,